I'm even already salivating. Let me share with you. 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 Royochi, where have you been all these years? Let me share with you. I started trading. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Is someone seeing my screen? You can raise up your hand if you are seeing my screen. You are seeing my screen? Today I haven't even greeted you. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm going to greet you. Let me start with, okay. Happy to have you, leader campus. Happy to have you. You know, when I'm greeting, I start from people with ranks. But today I will make sure I call upon most of you. Happy to have you, leader Annalyn V3. Happy to have you. Let me start with great leaders, leader Preshi V4. Happy to have you, leader Wazit V3. Someone is saying, why are you not calling my name? My friend better rank up. Happy to have you, leader Brian. V3 soon being V4. Okay. Let me greet my people that usually are with me all the time. Happy to have you, leader Mari from South Africa. Hey, I didn't know that I joined something like this. Royal Chu. You are sleeping on this opportunity. Hey, you better wake up. Let me show you. Today I woke up and I said, today I want to make some profits. And I basically entered the market. My first close was, this was my last close. My first close, I made $6. I entered the market again, $16. I entered the market again, $24. I entered the market again, $8. Entered the market again, $19. I entered the market again, $21. Hey! Anybody who's joking with this opportunity, you better wake up. You better wake up. You better wake up. You better wake up. Let me trade again. Let me trade again. Let me trade again. Okay. Start. Okay, let me trade again. Then after, hey, we discuss. Let me see which capital am I still having in my Binance that I'm using. We are about to start 812. Okay. We are about to get started. We are about to get started. Okay. Royo chu. Everybody needs to be part of this opportunity. Okay. Royo chu. Let me tell you, if someone gives you an opportunity like Royo Chu, and he tells you to get started, you better get started right away. This is a business which everybody needs to do. This is a business. 90. Someone is Pastor Monica calling me. This is my upline. I'm sorry, let me pick.
Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of your favorite hosts and co-host, Coach Jay from Cape Town, South Africa. I'm really glad to see that the whole team is winning. You know, I'm so grateful for a winning team. And it only means that those who are taking heed to information, those who are allowing the clues to lead them to success because success leaves clues, those are going to be the ones who's going to make money. So if you're still sleeping on this opportunity, and there's coins that are doing like 70% in 24 hours. I did say before that the smaller altcoins are going to do well, and it seems like cryptocurrency adoption is becoming more and more popular, especially amongst big time players. For example, Gucci, You all know Gucci. Gucci recently bought some land in the metaverse. Here we have a coin that Leader Julius is busy trading. I don't know if you guys know much about it, but it's called Smooth Love Potion, SLP, and it's doing the business, as you guys can see. So let's wait for Leader Julius to get back with us. Just want to encourage you
Yes.
guys to make sure that you have some cool applications on your phone or on your laptop, wherever. Make sure you have some cool applications like Luna Crush, like the CryptoCrunchy app, like CoinGecko, or like CoinMarketCap.com that you can use to make yourself a bit more knowledgeable about the coins that are trading within your Royal Queue. Leader Julius, over to you.
You know, today it's your day, but I thought right to come and talk about the thing that you usually say, because today we usually love to talk about skills, but you know, me, I'm not a trader. Me, I'm not a trader. Someone saying Julius is very happy. Hey, I'm very happy. Why? Because since morning, I've made $96 profit. And I started to grow my capital. I had $400. I'm sorry for that. I'm having some cough. That's why I'm home. I started with $400 and I made 75. I made 52. I made 2. I made 96. And as I speak right now, I've been able to grow my capital. I don't trade too much. Me, I'm not someone who trades too much. I just make sure I have a backup. That's what I usually do. I just make sure I have a backup. And I'm trading this coin today with $827. And I'm maximizing some little knowledge I learned from this business. One, I get this cool app like Luna Crush. The other thing, I'm very attentive. Some people say, so I come here. So today it is Coach J, but I'm just giving something short. I follow Luna Crush. Look at some cool coins that are doing well in the market. And I can be able to come into here. Maybe let me say I look at Shiba Inu. Then I've seen it in the Luna Crush. Then I come here into my Royal Queue, tap on mine, tap on my synchronized strategy, and be able to set my own strategy, right? My own strategy. And I'm just giving it something short because today we want to talk about, I don't know what Coach J has prepared because today is a Thursday. Then I make sure I go aggressive into the radical settings and I take my profit. I usually want to take 2%. I want to take 2% and above from the market. And I trade one shot. So I make sure I have, so many leaders don't like this, but me, I like it. So I put one margin call. My robot cannot go into, the market cannot drop by 50%. Then I put it in 50%. Then I don't want to reduce so much on my profit. I can make this 0.01. I learned one thing, that these things can be edited. Then I save it up. Okay, then I come here. Let me say I want to do Shiba Inu, right? I come here and I look for Shiba. I don't trade too many coins, me personally. Then I look for Shiba. Maybe Shiba is doing well in the market. And I start off this trade, right? But I don't start off because I'm still trading my one coin. So then I start off this coin, maybe. And I just come up here to check. For example, I'm trading this coin. It's known as SLP. I just remained attentive. I was on one group. today in the morning, and one leader shared. I was on one group and one leader shared and said, check out SLP. And I entered this coin in the morning. Then I also went on some groups and I said, please check out on SLP. And could you imagine that by just trading, just being attentive when someone shared this coin, since morning, I've traded this one coin. And sincerely speaking, I've been taking, like, if you look at my trade settings here, I'm taking off 2.55 from the market. If I was taking 1.3, I would have already got out of this coin. But I'm taking 2.5 from the market. And like you see, the current price is 0.326. And I'm selling at 0.328. So I'll be waiting a little bit. But the news is that since I started trading this one coin this morning, it has given me $96. Now, someone may say, Julius, it is 96 of how much capital? Ladies and gentlemen, it is 96 cap profit on 800, and now I'm at 827. And so if I want maybe this coin to sell and I'm too impatient, I may reduce, but I will not reduce. So if you are too impatient and you want to sell off, I may reduce my 2.5, but may you do not reduce, I'll keep it there. So what I want to talk to you today is that if you are attentive, right? If you are attentive and you can see what others are sharing on the WhatsApp group, you can be able to win yourself some good profits in a day if you can develop some significant capital, right? You can develop some significant capital. Don't be too greedy in the market. Be patient. And like what I learned from Coach Jay, he said, someone is feeling about your trade should be none of your business. And so when you develop some simple skills, especially on learning how to set your own parameters, if you are not comfortable with parameters, you can use a sync strategy like King Gaz. Sync your strategy, put your coins in one shot, and make sure once your robot buys or once your robot sells, it doesn't buy again, and keep on doing that. You can always make profit. Now, this is an opportunity that I would encourage everyone to share. Why? Because this is my second downline. And my first downline today, I wanted to check if my second downline is paying my first downline very well. And when I was able to check, on if you look at what we call, let me show you here. It might not show up. Just a bit. Let me see what's wrong. Okay. Okay. Let me see what's wrong. All right. Let me show you. Let me share my screen again. When I checked on my second downline, which is my second phone, I found out that my second downline is doing well. Imagine, from the profits I've made, this is my account. My upline, who's my first phone, has made $2 on myself, another $2 on myself, right? And another $1 on myself. I was checking this. This is today. Now it's over. Imagine you are doing a business. Some of you say, I don't want to recruit, but imagine you recruit yourself. You recruit your family members. Now, this is my second phone on myself, right? On myself, I've made myself $1.8. This is around 2.6, which is already around $4. Some of you are sleeping on this opportunity and are running for get rich quick schemes. But imagine on myself only, if I start from here, 1.8 plus 2.6 plus 2.1, this is my account, plus 2.3, meaning on only myself, if I add up this, gentlemen on the call, only on myself, apart from the profits that have gone into my Binance account, okay, if I add 2.3 plus I come here 2.1, just on myself, and I add on 2.6, and I add on 1.8, I've already made $8. $8 on myself. $8. Hey, I've left here 0.7 plus 0.7. $9.5. Let me see if I had another call down here. $9.7, ladies and gentlemen, on just myself. And so you have a business, ladies and gentlemen, on the call. Some of you say, I don't want to recruit. I don't want to bring anyone, ladies and gentlemen. But imagine, ladies and gentlemen, on the call, that you can recruit yourself. Are we together? You can share, and that's why we are here with Coach Jay in the morning today. We are going to talking about the power of networking. Why? Because most of you are saying, Julius, you just need to master some few skills of trading, ladies and gentlemen. And when you are attentive, imagine, let me check for you my new profit now, $121. Only today, in the morning, trading one single coin, right? One single coin. Okay, now, some people usually say, Julius, your money doesn't return in your Binance account. Let me show you. Some people say, your money doesn't return in your Binance account. I usually ask them, are you serious about what you are talking? I have now $852. $852. Let me convert all. I thought I get some BNB. $852 in my USDT. And what have I done? I've just designed a trading parameter. I'm trading one coin, SLP. In one shot, confirm. Insufficient. Now just understand. I'm paying. I'm paying fuel fee. I'm paying. Yeah, Roach is a good business. He's even demanding me. So I copy wallet address. I copy wallet address. So you should always have enough fuel fee. But when you are making money, some people say, Julius, I get annoyed of fuel fee. I get annoyed of, you cannot get annoyed of fuel fee. There's a gentleman on the call. If you're making profit, and me, I never look for fuel fee. What am I going to do? I'm just going to go to my first account, withdraw some money to my second account. As simple as that. And I get fuel fee. Why? Because my first account is trading. And that's where I get the money from. Then I trade on my second account. So that's what I wanted to share. Pay attention. $121. So I've made $24, 21, 19, 8, 24. So my money that I joined Royal Chew has overcome as many times as possible. And so the question is to you, ladies and gentlemen, on the call today. Are you ready to maximize profit with this business, or you are ready to take pennies out of the business? Are you deciding to focus on Royal Q to maximize money, or, ladies and gentlemen, you are going for fly-by-nights that promise you too much, but can deliver little? Okay, back to you, to Coach Jay. Back to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Leader Julius. Always a pleasure. We are 87 participants on the call today. Wonderful. It's really awesome to be a member of such an amazing business. Before we continue, I see some hands in the house. We have Angie. Angie, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. Ask your question quickly, please.
Hello, good morning, my leaders.
Good morning, leader.
This I have a question to ask on this on a coin. Please, can I share my trade to show you? Please allow me share.
Sorry for not giving you my full attention. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen, that we pay attention to our pots, especially when the market is bullish. We want to make sure that if the robot has been selling, you need to do some more buying. Because of course, the more buying you're going to be able to do, the better. Angie, what's your question? We actually just want to continue by
My vet is
Mhm.
my vet
Your
is
what?
very, my vet. This vet USDT is making sales, but it's not it's not adding up.
It's not what?
It's not reflecting.
It's not reflecting where?
And the royalty.
Those are sales from yesterday.
Yeah, these are the sales of yesterday, but it's not reflecting here.
Where is it not reflecting?
Take a look. It's only cheap that's okay. But yesterday it did not reflect. Look at it.
You're not going to get profit on that coin if you sold it off in your Binance, my dear.
I didn't see profits.
I'm saying you're not going to see the profit if you sell the coin off in your Binance. So only you know.
I didn't sell anything in my Binance.
Mm-hmm. I'm quite perplexed to see that because this doesn't happen with the Royal Q. Leader Julius, let me just make you co-host. Julius, can you comment on this?
I didn't get you. What did you say?
I'm asking Leader Julius to comment on this.
Can she tap on the coin?
Oh.
Tap on the transaction record.
Sell. It didn't reflect. The profit did not reflect. Take a look. I screenshot.
Tap on VET stock USDT.
Are you seeing it?
Go back, tap on log. Go back and tap on log.
Where?
Tap on log.
Log. Take.
Daddy, this is what I say. I want a daddy. Yeah.
It has happened to me 3 times, 3 different occasions, but I didn't say anything. This is a 3rd time now, so I need to speak out.
Yes, it's good that you're speaking out, leader, and I'm sure it will be of great concern. Once again, the price of the coin that you got it at, obviously is not the same price now. So the robot is bringing back profit to you in the sub positions. It's not reflecting on your asset.
Let us first go back onto the coin.
Yes.
Julius, I want to answer her.
No, wait. Yeah, now, okay. Your coin is in the sub mid mode. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you are trading, all right, someone wants to answer you. Okay, let me first keep quiet. Let me someone help you. Yes, Carol.
Yes, I would like to tell her I was in, my case was like that. Then I sent the message to the feedback. I was told to change from sub-bin to real-time settlement. That is it.
Exactly.
So that my profit.
Exactly.
I sent them messages. You can see. This is the reply I got.
No. Go back, please. Go back. This is
If
not service.
if it is
You're
in
speaking. This is your downline.
real-time,
This is your downline.
I've not gotten reply from here. I did the
No,
feedback.
just go back.
I screenshot the trade, but it didn't give me. They didn't reply me. I
No,
only.
but we are speaking to you right now.
All
Why
right.
Why sticking to the past? We are helping you out. Tap on
All
your
right.
coin.
I become.
Tap on strategy mode. Yeah. Now let me explain this to you, all of you on this call.
Yes.
When you are trading, thank you so much, Coach J will back me up. When you are trading, ladies and gentlemen, and put your coins, the robot uses 3 major ways of trading. Angel, are you listening?
Yeah.
The robot uses 3 major ways of trading. 1 is the whole warehouse mode. 2 is the submid mode. And 3 is the submid mode real-time settlement. When you come and tick your coin on the submid mode, you are instructing the robot, please sell my profit, but don't reflect my profit until the whole cycle of this coin is over. Then reflect my profit. That's what you did. So if you want to see your profit reflect in your royal queue, yes, your profit is there. It's being held by the robot. It's not releasing it back, right? So if you want it to release it, you need to put in the submid mode real-time settlement. There and confirm. Check now and see. But usually after the margin calls, it's usually very hard. Check now and see whether it has changed, but usually hard. No, please. I don't know what's wrong with you. You need to listen. The robot doesn't change the instructions you gave because it's you who gave the instruction to the robot. Now, it will not reflect your profit now because you put the instructions to the submid mode real-time settlement. And usually, you cannot change the settings after 4 margin calls. Now, first go back and see. First go back, tap on it and see. Tap on strategy mode and see. Okay, now it's there. Confirm.
You won't be able to confirm it, my leader.
Won't be able. Eh?
Just
So
tap on
that is,
strategy mode again.
now let us see, but I think now it will work out.
Oh, yes, because it was already in the sub-bin mode. It's just now, it's going to happen in real time. That you will get your
Exactly.
profit.
Is it okay with you now?
Okay.
Have you understood why it was happening?
Yeah.
All right.
After the 9 calls you sold, everything will reflect.
Yeah, now once it will sell, now it will reflect your profit.
And the previous back one that it held.
Let us see how it performs, but I believe it will.
All right, thank you.
So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, on the call, once you are trading, if you are putting your coins in the submid mode, please make sure they are in the submid mode real-time settlement. Back to you, Coach J. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Leader Julius. You're always on point, and yeah, I guess we know what we're talking about, guys, because we put ourselves in the situation to practice, and do this through trial and error. So yes, we've been saying a lot to all of our friends in the Royal Queue, our friends and family in the Royal Queue, that you won't be able to change the strategy mode if it is 4 margin calls or more. You guys can see the strategy mode here.
Why you crying?
All right, sorry for the break in transmission, ladies and gentlemen. We've been speaking about the fact that you can control your bot and tell your bot exactly what you'd like it to do. Of course, based on whatever signal you receive. And if you're going to decide to trade more than 4 margin calls or more than 1 margin call, you can actually change from the sub and real-time settlement. You can change to the whole warehouse mode as long as it's 4 margin calls or less. But I don't want it in whole warehouse mode. I want it in sub and mode. Why? Because I'm trading this coin 28 margin calls. For me, it makes more sense receiving 1.1% 20, 30 times. And making sure I can buy the coin, more of the coin at a cheaper price when the market dips, so that I can get percentage here in the sub-sell. If you're a crypto trader, don't worry about profit that you see in cents or dollars. Please be more concerned about the percentage that you can acquire. The more buys there are, the more sells. Sub-sells, it starts from the 5th call upwards to the 100,000th call, however many calls you'd like to have based on your capital. So everyone's capital is not the same, which restricts you to the amount of times that you can buy. You guys can see the robot has purchased some more. It's still purchasing more because of the dip in the market, which is a great thing. And the more it purchases, the smaller the return rate becomes. But now we're not too much worried about the fact that the robot is buying and the return rate is not decreasing, because we understand this is a volatile market. What goes up must come down and vice versa, right? So currently, this coin has now purchased 14 margin calls. The margin call is stopped, meaning that it won't be able to purchase anymore. And we simply have to wait. Now, confident in the picks that we give, because we can see that this coin is bullish. It's nice and bullish in the 15-minute. Well, it was bullish in the 15-minute time frame. And here is an opportunity to make more profits. That's the 15-minute time frame. Let's look at 15 minutes later, half an hour. You can see people are taking profit, which means that the bears are in control. However, for most part of the day yesterday, this morning, the bulls have been in control. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, in the hour time frame, there is great possibility of this coin doing even better than what it's doing now. So am I worried about this? No, because I have the amount of capital that I would like to have invested in this coin now. For example, last night, this floating loss was in minus 15%. I didn't panic. I didn't sell off at a loss. I just held the trade. I held the trade because I know at the time that I purchased of the crypto, the robot was able to bring back sales 28 different times. And this coin is doing well, ladies and gentlemen. In the past 24 hours, it has done, for me personally, over 40%. For others, it has done maybe 10, 20, 30%. It just depends on what was the lowest price you entered on that trade. Now, guys, you can't trade all of the coins in Binance. You need to have good capital. $1 million, then yes, you can trade all 71 coins in your Binance, or maybe 40 coins with some great buying amounts. $100,000, yes, you will get fantastic profits. But it's not to say that you cannot make profit with your $500 or with your $800 or with your $1,000 or even with your $10. Because if we give a signal to the group, look, we say, look out for this. I'm not sending this for nothing. Look out for what VET is going to do. Look at the volume of the amount of money that is currently being traded in this coin. Look at FTT. If you get a signal like this, pre-shot your trade. So let's go to dot. The price preset 21.45. This is how you do a one shot. It's very simple. The more you're gonna attend Zoom call, the better. Do we worry about floating loss? No, we shouldn't worry too much about floating loss because what goes up must come down, yeah? So first thing that you do when you come to the trade, when you get the signal, it looks like this. This is one of the most easiest signals that you guys can use for one shot. There's no excuse not to make money with $10. So preset the price 21.45, yeah? So I come to my Royal Q, I search for the coin. Click on trade setting first. Why? Because I want to make sure that I plan ahead, I set myself up for success based on the amount of capital that I have. So if I only have $10 to trade with, which is the minimum amount, I need to make one margin call, isn't it? The robot is going to do what? Buy once, sell once, based on my $10. So if we say that the take profit is 1.4%, and I hope those that want to make money with manual trading just by paying a fuel fee and not a strategy fee, you'll pay close attention. Whole position, take profit ratio, it's 1.4%. Right? Buy once, sell once. Margin configuration, you can see is 3.5%, 1%. But this doesn't matter too much because once the trade starts, you simply need to stop the margin call so that it doesn't buy again. But if you only had $10, you will get a notification from Royal Q saying that it has failed to cover the short position due to insufficient balances in your exchange. The strategy period, we need to change it from cycle to one shot. So what have I successfully done? I made sure that I do my margin configuration. Let's say I put it 50%. The market will never drop by 50% in such a short period of time, especially if you are receiving a signal. Now, taking 1.4% from $10 is not going to give you much. But what if you went into the trade with $1,000 or $100? 1.4% on that amount is going to be a good amount, yeah? So I save it in the top right-hand corner. One margin call, one shot. First buy in $10, take profit ratio 1.4%. Margin call drop 50% because we don't want the robot to buy anymore. Right? We don't want the robot to consume USDT that may be meant for other coins because I want to do a one shot. 21.45. You guys can see the current price is 21.67. I click on preset price, 21.45. Confirm. Now, I know that the current price is higher than my first preset price. I'm gonna make sure that after I enter the preset price, I click on start. After I click on start, the robot won't buy this coin until it actually reaches the preset price, yeah, of 21.45. Currently, it's 21.68. So it will show up green. You guys can see it's showing up green because it's preset to buy at a certain price. Yeah, you can see it's good to go. The change in percentage is healthy, right? And we can confirm this by going to an application like TradingView.USDT. .USDT trading on Binance. You can see bullish. So just imagine, ladies and gentlemen, you are buying the dips all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. You are buying all of these dips. Or you bought most of your coin here on this last red candle. And when you got these few green candles here, you would have already been in profit because you bought at, let's say, $21. You bought of the coin. But you're not going to know when to buy if you yourself, you're not good at looking at the chart and understanding what is happening in the 1 minute time frame, what is happening in the 15-minute time frame, what is happening in the 4-hour time frame. There's opportunity here in this coin, ladies and gentlemen. And take it a step further and go and do more research as to what is happening in the Polkadot ecosystem. So that's how you do a one-shot, yeah? So let's move on to talk about why it's important for us to share our business. You see, Leader Julius was having some trouble with not being able to allow the robot to operate successfully as much as he would have liked it to, due to the fact that he had insufficient balances in his exchange to order the robot to execute the trades. But now, because he has people in his team that is helping him get repetitive recurring income, right? The regular repetitive and recurring income, he was able to transfer USDT from one account to another account. And this is how you guys can leverage on this opportunity by even getting a $30 discount on your own money. $120 for the bot with your main account. You register and activate another account below your main link, your first link. You don't pay $120 anymore. You pay $30 less than $120. What you do with that $30 is entirely up to you. You can even use it in trade in your main account, or you can transfer it to your second account for fuel fees. You just need to have a strategy. Now, if I can ask everyone on the call who is currently employed, do you work for a boss? Please raise your hand if you work for a boss. If you have a day job, please raise your hand. I'll repeat, if you have a day job and you're currently working for a boss, please raise your hand. All right, good, fantastic, awesome. See lots of hands, fantastic. We all need a job, guys. We all need to have an income. We're not saying quit your job for RealQ, but we're saying use this opportunity as a side hustle to fuel your dreams. Otherwise, you're going to be at your job, working for somebody else for the rest of your life, working until you're tired, and when they don't need you anymore, you'd have to retire, right? And somebody else will take your place. What do you do after you retire? Here we have a business where we say, you know what, you don't need to come and drop in your curriculum vitae. You don't need to send it to RealQ. You don't need any skills, any experience. You just simply need to listen, learn, and apply. Follow instructions, pay attention, get excited, and just don't quit. Now, if you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are currently employed, before you got the job, you maybe didn't have any money to get to the interview. What did you need to do in order to get to the interview? You needed to make a sacrifice. You needed to maybe put your pride in your pocket, like a loan from a relative, or ask a friend or a relative to give you a lift to the interview. You didn't know what the chances were of you actually getting that job, am I right? Sure, you all would agree. You didn't know what the chances were. Neither did you expect to tell that boss of that company or that person who was interviewing you to show you proof that the business is in fact profitable and they will in fact be able to pay you at the end of the month. How did you know that? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's say, for example, you got the job because your experience is good, you have the necessary education behind your name, you have the necessary licenses or whatever the case may be. And the following week, a flood occurs in that area, and you're unable to go back to work for the next 3 months. And your boss says to you, you know what, we can't afford you anymore because of the unforeseen circumstances, and our business is no longer profitable. Our business has become liquidated, and we just can't afford to pay you your salary, which you have worked for the past 3 months, 3 weeks, however long you have been there. What will you do then? The point that I'm trying to make is that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a business here that if you understand how it works, if you understand what's in it for you based on the compensation plan, it will be simple enough for you to go and pass the message on to the next person and help the next person understand that this is a business that is going to allow you to get paid just for talking. Am I getting paid, guys? 2 minutes ago? I'm getting paid, why? Because I was willing to pay the price. But now, when do you get paid at your job? At the end of the month or at the end of the week? So you needed to have a budget, right? In order to get to work. And you're not going to be at work on an empty stomach. You need to have some snacks or some food there. Make sure that you can perform at your peak. Because if you're not performing, your boss might end up giving you warning 1, 2, 3 and strike 3 and then you're out. Verbal warning, written warning, and then you're out. Now, I must tell you guys that yes, I've worked for a boss before. But for me, I like to write my own paycheck. This is a business, ladies and gentlemen. It allows you to do what a boss does. A boss pays himself first. So you're working so hard for the whole month, only receiving your salary at the end of the month. Yeah, if you work hard today, you get paid today. Cash money, instant cash flow. But without the right mindset, without the necessary skills, and without the necessary strategy, you're going to be stuck in the same position that you have been in for the past few months if you don't understand the working operation strategy of your robot. And everything is here in your back office. Why do I keep stop sharing the screen? Everything that you need to know about this business is here. I always say, this business, you can start it with little to no money at all. If you work smart, you don't have to work hard. You just simply need to think like a rich person would think. A rich person doesn't use their own money to get rich. A rich person leverages on 2 things: other people's money and people. Money, ladies and gentlemen, is in the pockets of other people. And you simply need to come up to that person face to face, greet them with a smile. Hey, how's it? I'm so and so. I'm just in the area today. I'm speaking to everyone about this wonderful application called Royal Q. But you won't be able to do that if you have a job. So you're going to work for 8 hours a day. You come back from work. What's important to understand is what you do after 5 p.m. is what's very, very important. Now, me say, Coach, hey, I don't have time. I'm so tired, etc., etc. Excuses sound best to the person who's making it up. And if your excuses is bigger than your dreams, then simply just, be satisfied with what you're getting right now. But if you're unsatisfied with what it is that you're getting right now, understand this. Understand that in order to go from VIP 1 to VIP 2, you simply need 20 team members. People need people. No man is an island, yeah? So people need people. Your boss, he needs you, but you also need him more than what he needs you. Because if you die today, he'll replace you tomorrow or the week thereafter. You cannot pass your job down to your loved ones, but you can pass a business like Royal Q down to your loved ones. It's a business that if you're building a team, it will pay you for the rest of your life because it's something called residual income. Repetitive, recurring, and regular income. Wouldn't that be amazing to get paid per second, paid per minute? That's exactly what's happening with Royal Q. But without the right mindset, without the necessary skills, and without the strategy, you won't be able to get there. Without paying attention, without being excited, without having the mentality of a winner, with never quitting, you're just simply going to stay in that same position. Guys, it's not difficult to share something that is solving a lot of people's problems. Hey, how's it? Have you heard about an intelligent application called Royal Q? No, what's that, sir? Royal Q is an artificial intelligence robot that executes trades for you on the spot market using cryptocurrency, spot trading. Have you ever heard of Binance? No, I haven't heard of Binance. Well, Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanger. The CEO of Binance has a net worth, if I'm not mistaken, of $96 billion. That's amazing, right? So we're working with something that is a store of value. It's an asset. It's volatile. It's exciting. The market goes up and down. But here we have an intelligent robot that can adapt to the market, rise and fall in the market, and actually bring you profits based on your capital. If you don't have much capital, you can come and do the business like Leader Julius, myself, Leader Annalene, Leader Preshi, whoever is on the call that is a VIP2 member and above. Because once you taste your first $30 from a stranger, from a friend, from a relative, it's going to become an addiction. You're not going to want to stop. That is if you have the right mindset to continue your momentum, bearing in mind that you need only 20 team members. Now, so somebody of my caliber, somebody of other leaders' caliber who has been in the industry for quite some time, the only difference between our skill sets and your skill set is time. Leader Julius started before me, but that doesn't mean to say I cannot make more money than what he has made in the period of time that he has started. I started before my business partner, Annalene. That doesn't mean that Annalene cannot make more money than what I have made. So what I achieved in 5-6 months, you can achieve in 3. Why? Because you learn from our skills. You learn from our strategy, what worked for us and what did not work for us. Ranking up in the business to VIP2 should be one of the most easiest tasks or one of the most easiest goals that you can set. As long as making that, if you're not going to make the goal smart, whereby it's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's realistic, and there's a time frame put on that, you're not going to achieve VIP2 or even VIP6. But you need to write it down. You need to have a clear strategy, a clear plan as to how long is it going to take you to go from VIP1 to VIP2. 30 days? Some people go to VIP2 in 3 days. Now, once again, this information here in our back office, ladies and gentlemen, it allows us to set a goal for ourselves. Really, it does. 20 team members, 3 of which need to be directly affiliated to you. Nothing is stopping you from going to 3 of the friends that you used to hang out with back at school or back at work, or your work colleagues or your friends, however you want to call them, and talk about money. Because if you have a circle that is not talking about money, real estate, stocks, not talking about ways on how you can have a residual income, then that is not a circle, that is a square. You might as well go and stand alone there in the corner, in that square, and just look at everyone eating while you just are feeling sorry for yourself. Speak to a lot of people, you make a lot of money. But now all that you need to do is go and search, go and find 3 like-minded people or even 4. Let's make the number 4. Because if you can find 4 like-minded people, whether it be people that you know, people that you don't know, family, friends, or strangers, those 4 people each refer 4. What is going to be the result, ladies and gentlemen? The result is that you're going to automatically move up to VIP2, but you cannot get 4 if your focus was not even on 1. Hey, how's it? My name is Ramiz. I'm from Cape Town, South Africa. I'm a network marketer. And I love talking to people. I love making sure that people understand exactly what's in it for them. So what's in it for you, ladies and gentlemen, is that for each person that you refer, it's $30. You refer 4 people. What is that? Did you make you $120 back? Of course. You refer 1 more, plus 1. You're getting a $30 profit. But you know, the reason why I don't want to talk to people is because you think that you don't know enough. You think, even though you've been in the business for 3 months, you're still a VIP 1. You've been in the business for 4 months, you're still a VIP 1. You know why? Because of your mindset. You believe that people don't want to join the Royal Queue. You believe that people are going to be afraid to talk to you. You believe all of these excuses that you are making up in your mind as to why you cannot achieve your goal. Because other people's excuses is more important to you. Instead of going out there and understanding first and foremost what is in it for you, so that you can explain it to the next person, then only people will begin to join. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, there's people that...
Well, it's not reachable at the moment. You can't reach him until like 3:30.
There's people that have been in the business for 3 months. Sorry, I lost my trail of thought. That person is just annoying. He keeps on opening up his mic. I don't know why. But yes, what I'm talking right now, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it may sound like I'm lecturing you guys, but I'm actually telling you guys the truth that right now, somebody out there, somebody is going to a job that they don't like. They're going to work until the end of the month. Yes, Jimmy? Yes, Jimmy, would you like to say something? Would you like to continue with the presentation?
No, you can continue.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy.
I just pressed something by mistake. Yeah, sorry.
So there's people out there right now, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to those who raise their hands, who's working at the job. It's fine to have a job, but there's people out there that is going to a job that they don't like because it's the salary that they're being, so to say, bribed with. That is a guarantee and comfortable at the end of the month. It's reserved for you. But like I said, everything involves risk. What if the workplace that you're working at has to break out in a fire? And then it will take your company maybe 2-3 months, maybe even 6 months to rebuild everything again. You may get a stimulus check, half of what you have been receiving as a paycheck. Then what you're going to do? You have nothing else to fall back on. So a job, ladies and gentlemen, it simply means just over broke. Because you're going to that job, at the end of the month, you get your salary. 15 days later, that salary is finished. Am I right? So you have more months than money at the end of the month. Whereas if you're pushing a side hustle like Royal Q, or you're pushing cryptocurrency, you're pushing yourself to get a better understanding and enhance your skill set, enhance your knowledge, then you'll have more money at the end of the month instead of more month at the end at the end of your month. 20 people as a team, 3 of those 20 people directly referred by you. I say, you know what? 3 of my core guys, my CGs in my team, my core guys, I'm not going to beg you guys to work. I'm not going to build your dreams for you. I'm not going to build your team for you. But what I am going to do is I'm going to encourage you and help you develop the necessary confidence as a leader to understand that you can do what I did. It's possible, but you don't have a name list. You don't write down 2 names, 3 names every single day on your name list. You guys don't have it. You guys don't have it in front of you. You guys don't have a vision board. You guys don't know what it is working towards. You see, by the end of the year, if you don't have a goal, maybe to go on an adventurous road trip or go on an airplane to whichever country or whatever the case may be, then what are you working towards? Why are you doing this? And what are you doing it for? So my 3 CGs, my 3 core guys in my team, don't have to follow me if they don't want to, but they can see how nice it is that after even you personally referring 20 people to the business, that is $600. Who's going to give you $600 without any experience, without a CV, without having to pay transport fee to get to the work? You just need to make sure your phone is charged and you have an internet connection. Every person that you invite into the business after becoming a VIP2, $40, $40, $40, $40. So let's say there's the 5th person, because you already recruited 4. That gives you a total of $150. The 5th person, it's already another $40. It's $190. You made back your money that you put in for your annual subscription. Some people have been in the business for 3 months already. They haven't even earned $120 yet. How sustainable, how profitable do you want your business to be? Rich people go out there to build networks. Average-minded people who were taught to go to school, get a job, pay bills, and die, simply go out there to look for work. Treat your business like a business, it will reward you like a business. So yeah, we understand that people need people. Your boss right now, he has a team contingent of, let's say, 600 staff or 300 staff members. Here we're saying that, you can earn a good, decent amount of money, at least as a VIP2, of $100 to $500 per week. And this, guys, is just on trading. You don't even have to refer anyone. But if you do, you can use these earnings and put it into trade. But it's because you didn't get confident enough at explaining the rules of the business. You didn't get confident enough to explain to your friend, to your family member, what is in it for them. To go from VIP2 to VIP3, 5 users, 100 team members. Your 3 core guys, they must copy you. At school, they call it cheating. When you're looking over the shoulder of your friend in front of you, your peer, because you didn't know the answer, or you're looking beside you, or you're looking on your, you were cheating, maybe you're looking on your notes. I know some of you on the call are guilty of doing that when you're in an exam. It's natural to want to win and do whatever it takes in order to win, even if it means you must play a bit dirty. We are human. Nobody is perfect. Like leader Annalyn says, you can repent. You can repent if you feel you have done something wrong. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, if you understand what is in it for you, and you understand that your network will determine your net worth, 100 people in your team is not a figure. Because remember, you had 4 people, VIP1 to VIP2, you had 4 people of your own, and those 4 people each got 4 people, that was your 20 people. Then you decide, you know what, I want to taste what $40 tastes like. On VIP2, there's your 5 people. Now, if your 5 people is each getting 5 people themselves, and those 5 people are each getting 5 people themselves, it's going to be very, very simple to get out to where you need to be if everyone is working towards one common goal. And that is VIP6. At VIP6, ladies and gentlemen, leaders are earning nothing less than $1,500 per day. But you cannot get here to VIP6 if you still have an employee mentality. I'm sorry to say it, guys, but you need to start thinking like a boss. You need to start thinking like an employer or as a leader. Because yes, there's a big difference between a leader and a boss. A boss says go, a leader says let's go. Right? Let's do this, let's do that. Boss says do this, do that. You want to be told for the rest of your life what to do by your boss, by your pastor, by your imam, by your neighbor, what they think you should do. There's a reason why they are in the position that they're in. They either listen to somebody else or they listen to themselves. And you're going to be the one responsible for the current position that you're in if you keep listening to the people that is still in the position that they are in. Guys, no amount of money is going to determine your success, but the value that you can add to others will definitely determine your success. Strive not to be a person of success, but strive to be a person of value. And the better you can strive to be a person of value, to share valuable information like this, people will start to understand there's a lot of money to be made in Royal Q on consent that you fully understand the compensation plan. So if you earning activation gain, which is your sales bonus, the $30 up until $70. If you earning indirect activation gain, which is the money that is coming from the activations that your team make. If you earning direct quantification, team quantification, peer rewards, and global dividends, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, how many ways do you get paid at your job? One way. At Royal Q on the compensation plan, you can get paid 8 different ways. We get paid to talk, guys. We get paid to make logical decisions. If a leader says to you, go and check out this coin, go boost it, go check it out. But don't overtrade, don't use capital that is required for sync strategy. You do it for one shot, and then by the time the sync strategy needs to take off that capital to cover the short position, then there isn't capital available. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a simple business. It's not difficult. It's a simple business. If it was easy, then everyone would do it. Like right now, for example, because I wasn't paying attention, my SLP is sold off completely. It's sold off completely and already is $30 for the day. We have a great opportunity here. Now the reason why I trade so hard, why I'm always doing my best to do so well, is because of the person that invited me to the business. The person that invited me to the business did not need to tell me about this business if she didn't want to. But she told me about it anyway because she knew what was in it for her. Should I decide to join a team? And vice versa. I understood what was in it for me should I have decided to join a team. How many people do you know, ladies and gentlemen, that in a week they can earn $500 or over $100 in 7 days? And I don't know where you're from. If you're from Nigeria and you're earning $500 a week, you are made. You are made. Let's just say you are made for that entire year. So it might take you 3 months. It may take you 6 months, but it's up to you as to how you're going to set your goal. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to be thanking yourself for? What do you want to be tapping yourself on the shoulder for and saying, you know what? Well done. I'm so proud of you. Guys, this is only SLP, one coin. One coin, guys. And I will keep on scrolling because it's not much profits each time, but little drops of water in a bucket fills that bucket, yeah? So what do you really want, guys? What do you want to be proud of at the end of the year? What do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known for as somebody that is mediocre? Do you want to be known for as somebody who cared a lot about people, somebody who had a positive influence over a lot of people? Or do you want to be known as somebody that just cared about just themselves? You just care about yourself. Because if you're not sharing this business, that means that you don't care about people. we have a business that, wow, it's just impacting a lot of people's lives. And it makes me very overwhelmed when thinking about it, that people need us more than what we need them. But then again, we also need people more than what they need us if we want to succeed in this business. So what does that mean? That means that this is a win-win business. I am because of the people in my team. And for that, I'm forever grateful for every single person that said yes to me. But they would not have said yes if I didn't help them understand what I understood. Now, no matter how much knowledge you have about the business, whatever you understand about the business, simply just go and say, hey, how's it? Have you heard about Binance? Have you heard about UB? Have you heard about Coinbase? These are the 3 top mainstream cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. Have you ever purchased cryptocurrency before? What is your knowledge about cryptocurrency out of 10? Between 1 and 10, what's your knowledge about cryptocurrency? Do you see yourself as an investor or as a network marketer? Would you like to learn how to trade cryptocurrency? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been asking you guys a question that people always say yes to 9 times out of 10. Why are you not asking the people these questions? You know why? Because you did not write down the names of the people that you're going to speak to first. And if I know I want to make a lot of money, I need to write down 100 names at least, or maybe 10 names a day. Speak to all 10. If today I didn't get anything from those 10 people, any positive responses, tomorrow I'm going to double it, speak to 20. If the next day, after that, I didn't get anything, I'm going to double it and speak to 40. Speak to a lot of people, you're going to make a lot of money. So if I know I didn't write down Jonathan's name, Clement's name, Anna's name, Annaline's name, Anthony's name, Barbara's name, Brandon's name, etc., etc. If I did not write down all of these people's names, then I'm going to forget about them because I get caught up in whatever I'm busy doing. And if I didn't write something next to their name, for example, Brandon is a networker and an investor and a cryptocurrency trader, then I wouldn't know how to approach Brandon because I didn't know that of him until I actually had to go to Brandon and speak to him, get to learn to know him a bit better and find out what he's good at so that we can work on his strengths. So if you yourself, you don't know what your strengths are and you don't have a name list, how are you going to follow up with that people? How are you going to follow up if you don't have a name list? Because we have so many chats going on in our WhatsApp. Right now, on my WhatsApp, there is over 254 messages that I'm yet to reply to. Some people asked to join Royal Q last month already. I took too long to get to them. I finally was able to get out to them. Guess what they tell me? Don't worry, I've already been sorted out. So what do you mean? Said yes, no, I already joined Royal Q with somebody else. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the success, anyone's success in network marketing is going to be determined by the upkeep of a conversation. Do you guys get that? Make a name list, ask questions, follow up. Follow up, make a name list, ask questions. But now, because it took too long to get back to this leader, she had no time to waste. She wanted to get started and make money. Because I didn't write her name down, I did not keep the conversation flowing and going as fast as I should have. I lost a great lead in my team. Did I learn something? Yes. Whenever you're speaking to somebody about Royal Q, focus on that person and that person only. If you're speaking to people, a group of people at the hotel or whatever venue, try and get eye contact from all of the people in the crowd, at least those who you can feel the energy is good. Because a positive attracts a positive. So imagine I was positive with this lady and I was continuing the conversation. Today, that could have been my next V2, my next V3, I don't know. But it's because you're prejudging. Thinking, no, that guy is too smart for me. He studied further. He went to university. I don't think that he will join Royal Q because he has a good job. Job can end today, guys. Can end today. Business can go on forever. Can pass it down from the next generation to the next generation. So don't prejudge. Don't prejudge, and make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you speak to a lot of people. Speak to a lot of people, make a lot of money. So I just want to recognize some of the great leaders on the call. Those who are ranking members in the Royal Q business, who's doing an exceptional job. They understand what it takes. They've already made 10 times more than what they put into the business. You know why? They have a name list. You know why? They follow up. You know why? They ask questions. You know why? They invest in themselves. You know why? They market their business. They become good at selling. You don't need to know everything in order to sell Royal Q. You know why? They post on their WhatsApp status. You know why? They make themselves visible. They get Royal Q merchandise for themselves. Put the Royal Q logo on a face mask. Put the Royal Q logo on a t-shirt. They invest in themselves. They invest in their business. And that's why they are succeeding. They have posters for themselves. They're promoting their Zoom calls. They're always on Zoom call. You see, we as presenters, we make a lot of money in network marketing because we're putting ourselves out there. We're not worried about what the next person think or say. They don't feed you, the ones that's talking bad about you. Yes, the ones that decide to follow you, that's actually going to be the ones who's going to feed you. Guys, 99.9% of the people in my network is people I've never met in my life. People do business with people. People also do business with those that they can trust. People do business with friends. And it's strangers who become friends. Those that know you for many years, they won't join you because they're used to seeing you like that. They're used to knowing that, you know, this guy, this lady, they don't even have education, what. But there's people that didn't go to school, that is billionaires today. Even Elon Musk, he says that I didn't go to Harvard, but people that went to Harvard is working for me. So if you want good money in this business, go and find like-minded people. Where can you find them? Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn. We have all of these social media platforms that we can leverage on that will enable us to make some good money. And especially if you are doing business with people who are involved in crypto. So I hope you guys understand that this is a very simple business. It's not easy. Once again, if it was easy, then everyone would do it, but it's a simple business. It's very simple to understand that if you have capital, you don't have to refer anyone. You just come and put your money where your mouth is not. Make sense? Let me start this trade again, SLP. SLP is bullish. I've been talking to you guys now for quite some time. I think I can get
Can I
another
ask
6%.
questions?
I think I can get another 6% from SLP. Yes, who's having a question?
Claudia.
Yes, dear, you can go ahead. We're listening.
Can I share my screen?
Okay, you can go ahead. After sharing your screen, I want to give over to my co-host so that they can also keep the fire burning here on the call today and give you guys some good testimony, give you guys some good wisdom, speak from experience. You can share your
Can you
screen.
allow,
I just need
Claudia?
to
My
make
name is Claudia.
Yes, Claudia, I just need to make you co-host. You are now co-host, you can go ahead. Let's make money, let's make money. The robot is buying the tips. If you don't buy the crypto when it's low, how will it sell when it's high? But you might get caught up in FOMO trading and you end up buying the top where you should be buying the bottom. So yes, Claudia, how can we help you today, my dear? And I hope all those that
Um,
want to trade is gonna pay attention to
Okay.
the sharing of.
I just joined recent. I joined Royal Q last week,
Okay, well done.
and someone she was trying to help me, but I don't understand. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. I can see that you have 309. That's the first thing that I look at when I see the screen. I can see you have $309 in your UB. Please drag your
Yes, sir.
screen down. Yeah, drag your screen down to refresh your.
I must do what?
Drag your screen down. You understand?
Down.
There
Oh
you
yeah,
are.
yeah.
Wonderful. Yes.
Okay,
Okay, so
the
what
person
don't you
that
understand?
okay, the person that she helped me, I trade 4 coins on the one shot, and they were done. But it's only that I don't know. Later on, I call someone. We check on my coin, and we find the ZEC. Well, let me now search for the ZEC. ZEC coin. Yeah, this one. Okay. Now the ZEC coin. Can you see me this? It's on the circle.
Yes.
And now the person, he was the one who was trying to help me. He said, "Ne, it looks like my coins over trade because it's 50 times. The margin call is 50 times, and now by my balance, it on the Hubi it's only 309, and it's like look like over trading. Can we cancel now? He was trying like to cancel the coin, or yeah, I just want the help. If is this okay like this, or what must I do?
It's not okay like this. Reason being is because your first buying amount in respect to your capital is too high. So change the 30 to 10. It seems like you're using king bear strategy, am I right? So change the first buy in amount to 10 and change the margin call limit to 7.
I must change the first buy.
Yes, to 10. So the
Okay, then
$30 make it $10.
must I put 10?
Yes. Then the
Okay, I'm
margin call
done.
limit. Yes. Then the margin call limit needs to be 7. If you keep it 30, $100 in your exchange as capital, and you leave it on 50. If the robot must buy $30 50 times, will it be able to complement the capital that you have? No.
No.
It's too many times, right?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Exactly. So when you sing the strategy, you need to come and do the margin call limit based on your capital.
Yeah.
And the sing strategy is always going to choose a coin that is going in an uptrend. So change the margin call limit to 7, and you can always increase it. But change it to 7 for now so that the robot can buy 2 more times. Thus far, the robot has only purchased 5 times in multiples of 30. So change the 50 to 7, please.
Okay. Okay, 7.
Now this coin is in a cycle strategy. All professional or all circle strategists are using the cycle strategy for the sub-bin real-time settlement, which means that as long as the robot has more than 4 margin calls. Sorry guys, this SMP is naughty. He keeps on making profit, so I have to stop. So I have to start the bot again each time. But yes, nevertheless, as long as there is more than 4 margin calls, you'll be able to profit in the sub-bin real-time settlement mode. Now, what you need to understand is that if there is more than 4 margin calls, you won't be able to do a one shot. Okay? But if there is 4 margin calls or less, then when the robot reaches the 1.1%, 36912, your $120 plus your first buy-in amount, which will be $150. So you get 1.1% on $150 if the robot now sells the 5th call in the sub position, sub and real-time settlement mode. Click on distributed and take profit allocation. It's below buy-in callback, below buy-in callback. Distributed and take profit
Where must I-
allocation. Click there. Distributed profit allocation.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Please click there. So that's fine. It's 1.1%. So now you just have to decide. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Just proceed. I'm sorry. Just proceed.
You have to decide. You can click on confirm because 1.1 is fine. You have to decide now if you want to open the margin calls, which I think would be a good recommendation. It's not financial advice, but it's a recommendation. Allow the robot to buy 2 more times, but first go and make sure about your margin configuration. So click on confirm. Then you click on margin configuration and you check the margin call drop because you want the robot to buy in sooner than later. Yes. Now change the 6th call and the 7th call 2 times. It will buy $20, but it will buy $10 times 2. So the 1.2 on the 6th and 7th call, the 1.2 times, make it 2 times.
I must the 6th call. I must put how many percentage?
Put that percentage 0.2.
0.2, like this.
Yes.
And the 7th.
SLPs, naughty guys. Yes, and in the 7th one, you also make it 0.2.
All right, sir.
And then on your right-hand side, you make it 2 times. So now
from
the robot
from the
will
first
buy
call.
$40. No.
From
the
the
6th and the 7th. Only the
okay,
6th and the 7th.
Only 2 times.
Yes, 2 times. This is how we are allowing the robot to adapt to the current
the first call up to 5th call. The first call and up to 5th call is just okay, 1.2 times.
Yes, Claudia, you can save it now.
Okay, I can save
Confirm
it
at
now.
the bottom, Claudia.
Okay, confirm.
Confirm first, yes. Now you click on save and you open the margin call. Now you invest another $40
I must click
into
save
this
on
coin.
top.
So save in the top.
Uncle
in the top
Jay.
right. Yes, that's correct.
Uncle Jay.
Mr. Newsborn.
Yes, sir. Please,
Now.
sorry to interrupt you. Please. And I think I have an observation is, if you have for 1 to the 4th margin call, spending how much, you are telling the robot to give this market 1.1 is an insult.
What about 1.1?
What is wrong with 1.1 is you are saying that from first call, second call, third for 4th call, you know it will sell it if it's in one shot, it will sell it in whole warehouse, it will sell the 4 at once. And if you sell it at once, you are telling the robot to give us 1.1 profit is an insult to me.
Oh yes, it just depends on what the client likes them. You understand?
Stop setting.
So if the robot is going to go 1.1% above the average price after the 4th call, she's going to get 1.1% on $150.
It doesn't make sense, Uncle Jay. It doesn't make sense. It's giving you 1.1 on how much you spend from 1 to 4th core. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, you
That's
can
my
continue.
observation.
Yes, you can continue. Mr. Newsborn.
Claudia.
Yes, now Mr. Newsborn, he can continue and explain
Yeah,
to us what.
Yeah, Uncle Jay, why did I say so? Let's calculate the amount this woman spent on this coin. First call, second call, and the 4th call. If we grab it together, how much do we have? Because the robot, if you put this coin on one shop, the robot is going to sell it at once. And if he sell it at once, for instance, if he sell it at $3, and you're telling the robot to just give you 1.1, I don't get it.
So if you're gonna set the percentage,
Where is
you're obviously gonna wait longer for the robot to bring back that profit. Also, depending on what the market is doing on the specific coin. So it's better to get.
Uncle Jay, even though the market is bad or good, one day this market will sell. It will sell it and return your money. If you return your money, you are saying, return my money and give me only 1.1.
I understand where you're coming from, yes. But remember, your capital or your mindset as a trader is different to somebody who does not know how to trade, you understand? Who does not maybe have the same amount of capital as you. So yes, you can increase her percentage, but it just depends on how much capital you have, because she can even get out of this dip right now if she wanted to.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it depends on how much capital you have, but you are spending, if for instance $100 for the first to the 4th margin call, $100, you are telling the robot, sell the $100 and give 1.1. This is where we are not making it in Royal Q, and that is ridiculous. And if I may go forward to explain my point, if you go to the 5th, 6th, 7th call, as the woman said, if you are still giving me 1.1 in the sublimate position profit, is still ridiculous.
Are you trading the coins yet? Newsborn?
I am a trader too, but in my observation, Mr. J, just do the mathematics and calculation with a biro, and let's see whether it's not ridiculous.
I told you, cara blue.
So what do you recommend, Mr. Newsborn?
I don't think I want to discuss this on this morning Zoom. Probably another time. We have to do mathematics and help our people.
Okay, I'm on the Zoom. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, Coach J, on the call. Thank you so much, Newsborn. Right. I don't understand what you are trying to say, but you are trying to say that she should increase her takeoff profit percentage, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because if you are doing this coin on one shot anyway, you are going to count. If the woman spent $10 on the first call, $10 on the cost, add it together to always give us maybe 50%. Okay, it will give us 50%.
Your point, because your expression of your point, you want her to increase her takeoff profit, right?
Obviously.
Okay, that's your instance. So you are saying she increases her takeoff profit.
Yes, and the sub distributed mode. You are telling the robot also in the 5th, 6th margin call, she's spending 2 times, which is $20. You are telling the robot to say, okay, $20 in the deep or in the 5th or 6th margin call to give only 1.1%.
Okay, now to make things simple for you, what is your recommendation to her? We need to move on. There's no argument here.
All
so
of us, we have to. I'm not saying that we, the leaders, we have to see that our whole buyer begin to help ourselves to calculate before we go to the newcomers and see whether we are making
Okay, Newsborn, make things easy for yourself. What is your recommendation? Simple as that.
At least that woman, where they distributed profit take, we should increase that. That woman should increase it to 2.1 or 2.2 so that it will have higher profit in from the fifth or sixth margin call.
As a trader, ladies and gentlemen, as a trader, you always want to protect your capital. Yes, I get your point, Mr.
It
Newsborn.
doesn't, Mr. J, it does not concern capital. This is the profit of which you invested $10 on. It doesn't
How long is
capital.
it going to take? How long is it going to take her for her to receive an increase in percentage? And you're still not making a recommendation, sir. What's your recommendation?
The
Help her,
recommendation is plus or minus. This call will sell, and if it sell, I don't want this robot to bring me only 1.1.
You're still not getting to your point. Get to your point and make your recommendation, please.
I think I don't want to say more than this. I'm done with this.
Back to Claudia.
Open your margin call to decrease your return rate. And make sure that you don't use all of your capital on one coin. You can even take some of your capital. You don't even need to open your margin call. You can take that $300 now and do a one shot now and take 1.4% on $300. No matter how much. No matter how much percentage you are taking, ladies and gentlemen, 1%, 1.1% is better than being in a floating loss. Right now, you are in a floating loss. So you have two choices. You can decide to wait for the market to pick up on those current 5 calls and bring you back it will be in total, it will be 2.2%. Because in the sub-bin mode is one, no, it will be 3.3, 4.4% in total you can get on this coin. So I don't know what Mr. Newsborn is on about, but nevertheless, we are too blessed to be stressed. I want to make sure that you can have more options. Now, once again, this is not, you have a choice with the margin call. If you're going to open up the margin call, the robot will buy $40 more of this coin, meaning that you would now successfully have $250 invested into this coin. And your current return rate of minus 1.39% would decrease. Ultimately, it would decrease. And there's some good chance here because your current price is less than the average price, which means that you're definitely going to be buying in on the dip. And of course, the more opportunity that will be for yourself. So you have two choices. Invest more into this coin, decrease your return rate with the risk of the return rate increasing even more.
Okay, good morning.
Or simply just be patient and wait for the market to pick up by at least 3% on the specific coin, which I feel positive it can happen. I also think it would be a good idea to add another 2 or 3 margin calls once you can see the return rate is, but you'll have to follow this process. It's a tedious process. You'll have to follow this process once the robot buys twice, unless you leave this coin as is and you go and do a one shot on a signal that is sent in the group. Like I showed you guys earlier on how to do a one shot. When a signal is sent to the group, you can take 50-50. You can use 150 of your capital for your first buying amount, and you can buy another 150 of that coin if the market drops by, let's say, 0.5%, so that you can get either 1.3, 1.4, 1.6, whatever the take profit is, you can get that percentage $300, which is good. Right now, it's in a sync strategy. It's on cycle mode. If you don't put this coin on one shot, which we suggest you do always one shot. So click on one shot. So now when the robot sells the fifth call that it bought, it will go down to 4. The number of call margins will decrease to 4. Claudia, please click on one shot.
Okay.
Yes. So now you can see the numbers of call margin top right is 5. Numbers of call margin is 5. You decrease the margin call limit from 50, you decrease it to 7 to protect your capital. Because if you had to open the margin call and the margin call limit was still on 50, the robot would have used all of your capital.
Yeah, it's true.
Understand?
You're right. Yes, I understand.
So here you can manually change your trade setting, and you can increase the margin call limits, and you can increase or decrease the percentages as you feel free. And that's what I do. Guys, nothing is stopping you from changing the whole position take profit ratio percentage. If you can see that it is maybe 0.9 increase, go to your trade setting, click on whole position take profit ratio, change the 1.1% to 1.3 or change it to 1.5. The fact of the matter is that if you change this take profit ratio to a higher percentage, guys, listen carefully. If you change it to a higher percentage, let's say you make the percentage 3%, but the robot sees that the market is picking up and the market picks up by 1.2%, it's not going to take profit. You know why? It won't take profit because of the fact that your whole position take profit ratio is higher than that current percentage which it had reached. Our aim here, guys, is to always take profit, exploit the market, milk the market, whatever percentage it can give us, as long as it is more than 1%. So if you go and change your whole position take profit ratio to 3%, if the market picks up and it goes to 1.2%, the robot won't sell. There you must out on 1.2% in that surge in the market. So it's better to take 1.2% 10 times, then increase your percentage and have the result of taking less percentage from the market, because you won't be able to take profit as frequently. Hence, the whole position take profit ratio is 1.1%. It's aggressive, it's buying in fast, and it's able to take 1.1% 10 times instead of taking 3% twice or thrice. Which is better? You guys get that? Claudia, which one do you think is better? Being able to take 1.1% 10 times or being able to take 3% thrice?
Now, because I said I just joined recently, I don't know. Maybe it's only you to advise me which one's right for me, since you see my account.
We don't give advice. We just give recommendation, and we want to make sure.
Yeah.
that
Just
you
give
are in
me
the-
just give me a recommendation. That's fine with my account.
Yes, while SLP is just, my goodness. I would say save this now as is.
I must save for now. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Click on save there.
Yes, in the top right, and you open the margin for Claudia.
All right.
And you don't trade more than 2 coins, okay? Please. So the 2 coins that you have now is fine.
It's fine.
You understand?
Yes.
Do you
We
have
are
any
done
other
with it.
questions? Yes, as
I
long
know,
as you open the click on open margin call, it will buy twice. The 1.57 will decrease.
As I open.
Yes, confirm. Wonderful. Now just look what happens now. Confirm. Scroll down. You can see the status. The status is waiting for trigger. Remember, the 6th and 7th margin call is a margin call drop of 0.2. So it will buy in soon. The status will change and say buying price is triggered, waiting for callback to buy. How do I know this? Because I'm used to seeing that status message. Status will say what? Buying price is triggered, waiting for the callback to buy. Click on trade setting, please. Then you click on margin configuration. Change the fourth call to the fifth call, number 5. Change it to 0.2% and also make 2 times. No, the fifth call. Call number 5. Make it, yes, and next to that, make it 2 times. No, Claudia, make that 0.4. Leave it 0.4. Just
Okay.
go to the fifth call.
What now?
Click on stop annotation, the blue square on your left hand. There you go. Now
Okay.
make that 0.4.
No, my voice cover is yeah, okay. All right.
Yes, you need, there you go. Wonderful. Now go scroll down to the fifth call, number 5, and change it to 0.2. And the times next to that, make it 2 times. Then you confirm and you save.
Mhm.
Yes. Now save it. Now the robot's going to buy sooner.
I did.
So now the margin call is
Okay.
open. You can see the robot is, the status will say, right now the status is saying waiting for trigger. The status will say buying price is triggered, waiting for the callback to buy. That's one way that you can do replenishment. The other way that you can do replenishment is by clicking on buy. Click on buy. You're not going to confirm anything. You're just going to simulate this. Click on buy. Yes. Now click on market price. Now type in $210 below that amount of margin call. Amount of margin call at the bottom next to USDT. Please enter the purchase amount. Just type in 210. You're not going to confirm anything.
Must I 210?
210. Type it in, please. Yes. Guys, do you see what happened to the position profit and loss? The estimated holding profit and loss is now decreased. Half of the 1.55% is now 0.76%. But you don't want to do that. Let me show you what I mean. You don't just want to buy at market price for the sake of buying at market price, ladies and gentlemen, to decrease your return rate. Because that's not what a trader will do. If you're a crypto trader, you buy the dip. You don't buy a green candle on top of a green candle. You see, we were making money here, guys. So if you are person A and you are buying here, you're going to get incredible profits here. If you are person B and you're buying here on this red candle, and you're buying some more on the other red candles, you're going to get some good profit, but not as incredible as this. Now you find somebody that person C buys over here and is in floating loss. Now person C have to wait until the market picks up till here to get profit. Does it make sense what I'm saying, guys? I hope it does. So it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. Yes, it doesn't make sense, common sense, to buy more of the coin on a green candle. Come and look at your chart. Then you're not buying dip. Right? So you come to your chart, you look in the 1 minute time frame. The 1 minute time frame can be deceiving because it's fast. But here you get to gauge here you get to gauge where you're buying of the dip. And this is a good place to buy of the dip. You didn't want to buy more at market price over here. You buy more at market price over here. This is now if you are doing manual replenishment, buying more of the coin at market price. Unless you just change the percentages and you allow the robot to buy the dip based on the margin called drop percentage. So guys, here you can see Polkadot is dipping. Let's check the 15-minute time frame is dipping. So you could even preset your trade amount at 2150. You preset your trade amount at 2150 because the market, what goes down must come up. So even if you must wait until it comes to 2150, it's gonna be sweet. Oh, look where it was. Up to 20. Only because you bought on the dip. You didn't buy here. You didn't buy here either. You were patient enough to preset your price. Now let's look in the 4-hour time frame. You can see, guys, that there's a chance. Look at how high this coin was already. The highest high compared to the current price. So most coins right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you did it before you know it, the prices of those coins is going to go back to its all-time high. We are in a bullish alt run, ladies and gentlemen, and it's our season to make a lot of money as best as we possibly can. If you can't afford one Bitcoin, you can at least afford one dot. Yeah? Does it make sense? If you can't afford one Bitcoin, you can at least afford one dot. And Polkadot, oh my goodness. Do research, guys. Use Luna Crush. Use
Where were you?
CoinMarketCap.com. Use CoinGecko to do research on these coins and see what is happening in each of these coins ecosystems. So, which person do you want to be? Do you want to be person A, B, or
Come to
C?
me, all of you.
So yes, guys, I hope I'm making sense.
You are taking the sanitizer. You are very not in area. Why are you holding the sanitizer? Where are you taking the sanitizer? Eh? Where are you taking the sanitizer? Why are you not putting it, wrapping it on your head till you are done? Why are you holding the sanitizer? I'm tired of your reference to area. Where are you holding the sanitizer? Put your
Claudia, please mute.